Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and we're playing a little bit more of Romance Club Cells in the Fog. I'm super excited to get back to this. It's been a while. Okay, so here's what happened. I recorded the rest of season one, um, but then it's been a couple months since then, and coming from the knowledge I know now, as I'm spending my time making the wiki for this game, the walkthrough, I realized that there's a certain tactic that I want to employ, and also I want to go after. Sorry, let me mute my freaking phone. Super unprofessional. Yeah. I realized I want to go after a different romantic interest because at that time I thought there were only like three, maybe four, but I've since learned of someone else who I desperately want to go after, which I've never seen before. So I'm super excited to try that. So we're going to go ahead and get into that. In this part, we're going to do episodes 3 and 4. Let's get started. So this one's called A Hard Routine Life on the Ship. Adelaide will experience firsthand what the sea life feels like. Okay, just press play, spin in my tea, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, chapter 3 in New Life. The sun was scorching. The girl felt fatigue settling into her shoulders. It was only at that moment that she realized what exactly had happened. The soldiers chasing her, Diego's grubby hands, the situation her family was in. She did not even have the chance for a proper goodbye. Adelaide finally let her emotions overwhelm her and cried. The ship's bell rings, marking another watch. It's time to get up. This is the door through which I will step into a new life. No matter how it turns out, I will make it. Dope. Okay. Here's our guest. Ah, Jackie. Okay, I want to go after Jackie. Because he is amazing. I'm quite in love with him. And I didn't know that he was an option, so I'm gonna go for this option. But the problem is, you can't start his route officially until season 2. So for this season, we're just gonna focus on building us up and making ourselves strong, and then we're gonna go start the romance section of it in season 2. Also, I'm changing another thing up. Before I was doing diplomacy white magic run, but I'm going to do something a little bit more unconventional and do a strength and white magic run, which is a little bit more complicated to do, but not impossible, but I'm doing it for a reason. I feel like there's a way to perfectly choose my skill points to get to some later requirements that, anyway, we'll get to that when it comes to it, but for now, let's keep going. And she looks quite good in this outfit. See, look at him already complimenting me. Crew, get in line. Get in line, you lazy apes. The captain has something to tell you. The crew starts to get in line along the gunwale. People were coming down from the yards, mass, and climbing out of the hold. In the end, there were nearly 100 men gathered in front of the girl. The lion's share of the crew were black. Otherwise, it was impossible to give this motley bunch an encompassing description. They were both bearded old men and very young lads. All were dressed horribly, obviously wearing whatever they found on the ships that had the misfortune to encounter the first swallow. How to appear? I think this one I want to be fearless and brave. Greeting to you, tramps. Sebastian looks askance at the girl. 5 minutes on deck, yet look what a daredevil she is. She's got some teeth. Oh my, look at that smile. Oh, goodness. Okay, I'm sorry. Stop fangirling. Okay. Never speak like that again. Why? Only bandits speak like that. She's been reading one too many pirate books. I think the rumor about our guest has spread all over the decks and yards. Introduce yourself. I'm Adelaide. She has paid her place on the ship in full and will continue to pay by helping us. With her hand or freaking Bobby, the crew laughs raucously. All right, that's how you pronounce it. How to answer. I'm going to give a witty response. You'd wish you don't have what it takes. Don't put a finger into this one's mouth. The captain whacked the girl lightly on the back of her head. Never butt in when I speak to my crew. Only 3 persons on the ship are allowed to insult my crew. Seamus, Jackie, and I. No one else is allowed to do it. Not even you, Bob. From now on, she's a part of the crew. Seamus, set a punishment for him. Aye, aye, Captain. So, until she takes leave of us at the destination port, she is under my protection. Treat her as a costly thing that belongs to me, that I trusted you with, and everyone knows what happens to those who touch my things. Oh goodness, get back to work. Get back to places, lazy animals. Seamus is so silly. Aye, Captain. Help her settle in. All right. And the captain left the deck, leaving the girl alone with 100 men. That sounds kind of bad. Anyway, the salty wind was making her tipsy. Adelaide often strolled into the port to watch the sea, but the air from the dock had a sharp twang of decaying seaweed. Here, on the deck, she felt a clean breeze on her face. You have a sharp tongue. I can respect that. Seamus, thank you. There's no need. This talent has to withstand the test of time. Through, naturally, heavy sailor's work. And what kind of work is expected of me? Seamus, stone-faced, hands the girl a bucket and a mop. Swab the deck. Is this the real work? The most real of all. Paramount, I'd say. Is it because I'm a woman? Is this why you don't want to entrust me with real work? No, that's not it at all. It's because it's your first job. Even little Jackie saw the deck when he first got on the ship. Yep, so it was. By the way, Jackie, bring Bobby here. It's time to flog him. Oof. What for? Because you don't know when to hold your tongue. And because it's the captain's orders, of course. And what are you looking at? I don't see the deck sparkling. Yes, sir. Well, there you go, Bobby. You had to keep your mouth shut. And Adelaide started to, well, work. Apparently, this is not how the girl envisioned life on the ship. Life at sea is described completely differently in books. I told you she'd be reading too many books. Not that that's a bad thing. Darn it. The deck staggers. It's impossible to get the rag into the bucket. Oh dear. Mind your tongue next time. Oof. That's fine, Jackie. I think it's enough. As you say. Now go back to the spar this minute. Aye, sir. What's the spar? Lately I've been... In the later chapters, you actually need to know like which side is like port and starboard and stuff like that. And I just recently learned that. Anyway, sorry. Passing by Adelaide, Bob kicks the bucket of water. What are you doing? It hurts to watch a slob like you. Crew member, she calls herself. When you swab the deck, you first spill all the water from the bucket. And then you dry the deck. You know what? Thank you for telling me. Otherwise, I'd be struggling till evening. And it's a pity they flogged you. You did not hurt me in the least. All you wanted was to show off. If you need any help, just ask. Some help you are. First, learn to be part of the crew. Not just the captain's toy. Well, then tell me how to be part of the crew. And be truly useful. What are you two chatting for? Did you not get enough? Already scrambling up? What about you? Tired already? Not at all. Good. Adelaide quickly finished off the deck. As she wiped off the sweat from her forehead, that was the midday bell. It was time for lunch. All right. Okay. So we done our first morning of work. Very nice. The company was noisy and tipsy. Why is everybody always tipsy? Stories were heard from all sides of the table. So, what did she say? She was like, no, no, no. And I was like, is your wallet too small to fit my money? And her? And she goes, I'm too small to fit you. Oh my God. That's so bad. Sorry. But as soon as the crew notices the girl, all the conversations quiet down. Don't you hate that? Shouldn't you be dining in the captain's cabin? The boatswain has prepared a fine stew, and I'm sure we'll open for you a bottle of wonderful candy. Chianti? Is it Chianti? Chianti? I don't know. Whatever. I'm no better than you. You know better. We don't fool around with stuff. Hold your tongue. You want some more lashes? Am I not allowed to talk to her at all? Pay him no mind. Sit here. Jackie? Yes? Is this your real name? No. What is your real name then? You won't be able to pronounce it. No one here is able to. Oh, they changed that line. It used to say no white is able to, but I guess they decided to be a little bit more, you know. How did you manage to fit in with the crew? What are you talking about? Well, you are black? Well, yes. You just have to be yourself. Jackie, let's go ahead and find out his full story. Even if you don't choose this option, Seamus comes on and he tells you that you're missing quite a story, and you get the option to choose it again because they want you to know about these characters because they know he's going to be a prominent main character. It was a long time ago. A slave ship off the Ivory Coast. Daddy, where are they taking us? I don't know, Najai Gindi. It's funny, I'm black and I still can't pronounce this either. Njai, is it, you think they pronounce the Jai? Njai Gindi. Maybe I'll just call him Gindi, I don't know. Shut it, brood. What are you talking about? My son just wanted some water. Ugh. Water's going to be on the schedule. And if you decide to speak, not do it in normal human language, not in your dog dialect. Ugh. Will do, master. Much better. Daddy, they will kill all of us. I'm afraid a fate much worse than that awaits us. Sail portside. What kind? Pirates. Pirates? What exactly is on the flag, darn it? Pirate and a skeleton. Holding together an hourglass. The Black Bart. Fight. Battle music is on. The fight did not last long. The royal pirate that was named the Black Bart ship. After a single broadside, Bart was able to board the ship without another shot fired. Everyone into the hold. Sounds of steps on the deck. Good day. It is a pity to cut your sail short, but you understand. You carry treasure, and I intend to become rich. So, if you give me everything you have, I will give you boats to reach the shore. And I swear on my honor, if your boats will not suffice, I will give you my own as a gift. Is that you, Robert Bartholomew? It's a pleasure to meet you. Whom do I have the honor of speaking to? None of your business. We are standing on the powder hold. Either you back off or we'll all blow up in the air. The captain of the ship was holding a lantern in his hand, poised to blow the ship up. Are your passengers aware of where you are taking them? For your information, you are being taken to the New World to become slaves. You will be worked hard until you die of exhaustion. And if you manage to conceive children, well, that's it. They will inherit your status. And there is no end to it. Am I making myself clear? Understanding the reality of the situation, little Najai decided to take action. What? The kid sank his teeth into the arm of the captain and took the lantern away. Take that! A strong kick knocked Najai off of his feet, and the lantern fell to the ground. But his father managed to catch it. Everything is fine, sire. Come in. A deafening explosion and a short fight. And who is the hero who dared to do it? My son. You? Yes. Oh, you are brave. A bright future is waiting for you. Do you want to become a cabin boy on my ship? And the rest is history. Well, that's the end of the meal day. Whatever. It's back to work. Thank you, Jackie. We got some backstory about little Jackie. Getting up on the deck, Adelaide ran into the captain. Sebastian? Is everything all right with you? Yeah, everything's fine. This is good. In spite of what happened in the morning, I have a great crew. I'd like for you to understand them and love them the same way I do. The entire crew? Yes, the entire crew. I will try. Good. Now get back to work. Seamus will be upset if you do not swab the deck. But I've cleaned everything already. You barely wiped it. And now? Sebastian hands her a huge brush. You have to swab it. Adelaide started to feel that this would never end, and now her service on the ship turned into real hard labor. A cannonball slowly rolled up to the girl swabbing the deck. Who did this? Come clean, you scoundrel bastards. What is it, Seamus? This is a bad sign. Someone from the crew wishes you ill. Sailors roll cannonballs at those they don't like, and whom they want off the ship. Bobby. The voice was heard coming from the yard. Not me. Who was it then? May I say... this one's diplomacy, this one's strength. I mapped it out yesterday. I think I need to go this one to be strength. Yeah. Who's the scoundrel coward? That cannot say to my face what he thinks, and hides behind hints and signs. Here I am. It was not the captain who dragged me to your ship. I came on my own, and not only paid for my stay in full, I proved back on the land that it's not easy to break me. I outmaneuvered the decorated army, and hid on your ship to escape an impressive authority. I came to this ship looking for freedom, and what I found is a bunch of cowards, just the same as those who sailed to my town under the crown's flag. Come on, be brave. Dead silence was the only answer to the girl's speech. That's what I thought. Oh my god. And for future record, if you have something to say to me, say it to my face. Boom! All of a sudden, the captain was standing right behind the girl, and the entire crew started to applaud Adelaide in rhythm with the captain. In time, the applause grew into shouts of approval. Bravo! I believed in you. This is all good, but the work is not finished. It's late. Call it a day. Aye, aye, Captain. Avast! Still don't know what that means, but I assume it means something along the lines of stopping. And bring up some grog for dinner. You're spoiling us, Captain. I've never had grog. What would that be called? Is it like a stew? I think I will go to my cabin. My hands and feet are shaking. It can happen after the first day. And all first week long as well. Great! The girl crashed in the hammock in her cabin. She felt weakness throughout her body. It was at that moment precisely that she understood something. I have not worked so much in my life. To tell the truth, my life has been quite easy. But these people, every day is like this for them. Up to the moment they die. What did I know about the world before today? Who is it? Open up. What do you need? It does not matter what I need. It's what the crew needs. We had a meeting, and we decided to give you a verdict. Get down to the hold. The girl's heart was pounding like crazy. What are they up to? Hold on. Because something is about to happen and I don't remember how it's supposed to go. Okay, give me a sec. Okay, I got it. I'm ready. Her legs were weak and stiff as she followed the sailor. Here we go. Why is it so dark in here? The lanterns are lit only during battles. We try to save the oil. Complete darkness filled the hold. Got you, Birdie. So this is only going to happen if you're on the path of strength. I'll tell you what happens in the path of diplomacy later. Jackie's strong hands clasped onto the girl and dragged her into the depths of the hold. Adelaide's heart was pounding like crazy. Traitor! Splash. Her voice was muffled by the salty water. She was fighting with all her might, but could not break free. Bite the hand. The girl sank her teeth into the hand that was holding her. His fingers began to cramp, but Jackie did not let her go. Adelaide furiously started to kick with her feet at random. One of the kicks landed on the quartermaster's face, and his grip weakened a little. She hit with all her strength again, this time with both legs. The hand released her. Adelaide jumped out of the barrel, ready to fight the devil himself. One of us. 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 In the darkness of the hold, lit only by a few dim lanterns, the entire crew appeared in front of Adelaide, menacingly chanting the same phrase over and over again. You should have seen your face! What? What does this all mean? Sea baptism. The crew talked it over and came to a conclusion. It's not all. True, there is one more formality. The last challenge. And Seamus shoved a heavy mug into the girl's hands. Adelaide could not tell what was in it, but the smell was pretty strong. Drink up. Chug it. Adelaide chugged it all at once and lost her breath again. Rum. Strong rum. Didn't I tell you she's cut out for it? I did not see it in her at first. Did you also? Also what? Well, get doused. Of course. Every cabin boy gets doused. When the crew decides he's worthy to become part of the ship. Adelaide laughs. An image of the crew dunking Sebastian in a barrel full of seawater popped immediately into her head. Can you imagine? Sebastian... He's usually so serious. Jesus. Okay. You look like hell. Go to your cabin and dry up. And get some rest. This is an order. Aye, Captain. The girl was turning around to go to her cabin when... Wait. Here's something dry for you to change into. This is... clothes. You can go with the stylish outfit. Or... the neat outfit. I gotta admit, I kind of like this one better. Do I? I do kind of like this one. I love the little boots. Honestly, on this one is the diamond choice, but even though the crew gives you a couple of compliments, nothing really changes if you don't choose this one. But I've already paid for it, so might as well. Where did you get such a uniform? Consider it free trade. Now go and try it on. You will be a sort of pirate queen. Leaving a wet trail behind, the girl made her way to the cabin. Thoughts and feelings overwhelmed her. She could not yet believe that everything was getting better, and life had begun to follow the path she wanted. Her secret wishes started to come true. How gorgeous. He did not just give it to me, I'm sure. Let's try it on. Adelaide took out the wet clothes and... Can I come in? Uh-oh. Okay, so as I break down, we're looking pretty good. So we got 9 strength and 2 diplomacy. Okay, so by the end of season 1, we want to be at 24 strength and 17 diplomacy. So I think we're doing okay. Let's go ahead and keep going and start episode 4 says the danger catches up with Adelaide. Diego flagship is on her tail. The heroine will have to meet her enemy face to face. All right, let's give it a go. I'm excited. I've been wanting to play this. The breaking point. Can I come in? Haven't you said that there are no closed doors for you on the ship? I have, but this time I want to hear it's okay from you. I cannot understand you. I thought all my actions were transparent. Not in the least. You're either rude and impertinent, or you're caring and attentive. I'm completely confused about who I am to you. A passenger or something more? I think something more. Okay. So here's where we come out with our first obstacle. Okay. So if you get the diplomacy route, then I think you can probably see it on like other videos. I think High Meme has a channel where they do the diplomacy route. But there, and that time they decorate the whole hold down there, and you know, you dance with the captain. It's all romantic and stuff like that. They play this music. But however, here's the first time where we'll try to get romance by another character, and I've played through this game maybe a couple of times, and I've never rejected him here, but I have to in order to get on Jackie's route. So here goes. I'm gonna try to resist, but it's hard because I like him a lot. Having said these words, the captain made a few steps forward towards Adelaide. How to react? Gonna have to siege. So I don't want to lead him on. And did many ladies fall for it? What are you talking about? It's so easy for you. A typical crew consisting of rude, rough men, and you're the only one with manners. And all of a sudden, you appear in front of a lady, tormented by boredom. Is there any girl that would resist your charms and not melt in your embrace? I assure you, I did not use my status for things like these. It's hard to imagine a man not using his status for things like these. What about your father? Oh! Judging by your clothes, it was clear at once that you are not simply a townswoman. Be so kind as to answer the question. Does your father use his status? No. So why put all men in one melting pot? Sorry. I understand. And respect. I've never met a stronger woman than you. Another compliment? Unfortunately, it's the truth. Unfortunately? Strong women are oftentimes lonely. Why so? They always wish for more. Do you know what I want? You. Oh gosh. Yeah, so even if you don't accept the first time, you can accept this time, and this changes how the romance scene plays out. In the other one, you know, he's kind of taking the lead, and this, if you choose it from here, you take the lead, so you're kind of like super dominant in the scene. But once again, we need to go away, so sorry. Freedom, make him talk. Aren't you already free already? This is a special situation. I was lucky with the ship and the captain, but both you and Seamus told me it would get more difficult later on. That's true. You know what? Okay, so you get a third option to go for him. Goodness, they like really pushed us in the beginning. I want to know more. Help me to know more to become ready. Alright, but we'll need more run for it. Good. And in the dim light of the lanterns, they talked till morning. The captain told her over a cup of rum what things are like in the real world. About sailors and pirates and their routines. About the rules on the ship and on Tortuga. About everything that they could come in handy in the life of the girl. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. I didn't want to upset him. After that, the couple just laid in the hammock. She was staring at the ceiling, and he was staring at her. Oh, it's not over. Adelaide enjoyed her life up to the last second, and then a tear lingered down her cheek. She was here enjoying the sea, But far away there, at home, her mom and dad were left all alone. What is going on with them? How are they doing? What's wrong? My parents... I didn't abandon them. I had to leave. What I did, I could not do anything differently. But what happened was not their fault. What did happen? They chose a very unsuitable match for me. Aren't they a little to blame then? They wanted the best. It does not matter who wanted what. The outcome is what matters. My father understood everything on his own, but it was too late already. He saved me, and now I'm saving him by running away. And from now on, I will be saving you if needed. Oh, so nice. Of course. Oh goodness, they really pushed Sebastian's route pretty hard. Now fall asleep. There's a lot of work tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow, and many more days till we reach Tortuga. Yes. Oh, this smell. Adelaide learned to love the sea again. Now she enthusiastically and happily took on the upcoming work on the ship, even if I have to scrub the deck again. Okay, whew. We survived. That was hard. Okay, sail off the port bow. Bring me the spyglass. What kind of rascals are those? Let it be Dutchmen. Then we'll have a blast in the next port. Or Sephardi. Then we'll live the good life. Seamus, why are you so grumpy? Call the captain. Spanish cells. And heading toward us. What's the commotion? Look for yourself. Uh-oh. Bring up our mandate documents. Our papers are in order. Sailor Adelaide. Does this galleon look familiar? I saw him in the port. What can you tell me about it? Let me see. Her heart froze. She recognized the ship. It was Diego's flag, and in her soul, she knew that it was no coincidence that he was so near the first swallow. So? Bastard wants to rob us blind. No, I'm gonna tell the truth. My fiancé, he came for me. Oh, goodness. Are you sure? Yes. Seamus. Yes, Captain. Call a gathering. The gathering took place in the hold. The entire crew had to decide the fate of the girl. Adelaide had to tell the whole story as it was. The sailors exchanged glances in complete silence. The girl's heart was beating so fast, but she was trying to hold herself together to stay decent and not betray her emotions. What do we decide? The crew needs to hear the opinion of the captain. I want to do the same I would do for each and every one of you. Let's protect her. I personally do not remember any women on the ship. Me neither. Then everyone goes back on the deck and continues to work as if nothing has happened. Aye, aye. And you go back to your cabin and stay there. Okay. Why are you standing? Adelaide went back to her cabin on stiff legs. Everything has started to get out of her hands. The fate she thought she had left behind was catching up with her. Carefully looking through the porthole, the girl saw the boat with the envoys approaching the ship. Unable to just sit and do nothing, Adelaide left her cabin. Stay as you're told. And quietly crept to the captain's bridge, listening to the conversation. In the name of His Majesty, Diego de Ochoa demands you return his property to him. What is this about? A girl named Adelaide. Although she might have used a different name. The one you picked up in Santo Domingo's port. I do not remember any passengers. Or did the boatswain take someone on board without me knowing? Not at all, Captain. With all due respect, you cannot expect to fight us. You have neither the weaponry nor the soldiers. We'll see about that. Adelaide's lies condemn the crew. Okay, that's kind of a weird thing because I didn't lie, but they still say the same thing either way. It's weird. Anyway. They were preparing to fight to the death for her now. That won't be necessary. I surrender. His face. Where are you going, girl? As we thought. A wise decision. But on one condition. The first swallow and her crew must be allowed to continue their journey without any obstruction. This was the proposition of Don Diego. Yes, here are the documents to confirm it. I'm sorry, friends. I made my choice. All of you together are worth more than me. And the girl embarked on the boat heading towards Diego. Tears were building in her eyes, thinking about how everything ended. Ugh. Here's our runaway. Sultan spit in the face. Patootie! Oh, you little piece of trash. Try to calm yourself, senor. It does not suit a nobleman. On this ship, I decide what's suitable. And a black eye will suit the face of this impudent girl. Assault against a woman is unacceptable. Did you bring an entire ship with you? Can't handle me on your own? In a second, I will show you back in my cabin how I handle those of your kind. Last we were alone, I did not notice it. I will show you. Senor, her words should not get to you. As you say, this time you won't manage to fool my people. I hired smarter people than those two idiots. She was very convincing. Quiet. Captain, what now? There is fog straight ahead. So? Well, you know, all those tales about the living dead happen in the fog. Nonsense and drunken stories. But I think that this is true. And we should change course. Better safe than sorry. There are no living dead. Those are all pagan myths. Let's see how you talk once you run into them. Padre, do not raise your voice at me. Perform the duties for which you were taken aboard. What is he talking about? I will repeat it 1,000 times. This contradicts all rituals. I cannot witness your union in front of God without the blessing of your parents. You have it. Diego pushes some letters in the chaplain's face. That is the emblem of my family. Yes. We were discussing you for a long time. You are rightfully mine. He is right. And to run from the altar is a big sin. Sin? Yes, a woman's place is by the side of her husband, the one she was promised to. Stop chatting. Wed us. I need her title immediately. Padre, protest and prove the illegality of what is happening. These letters mean nothing. So basically this changes how the chaplain or whatever, how he thinks of you in the future, and like his dialogue in the future as the story goes on. He came to our colony and attacked me, and my father beat him, and so did I. There is no agreement of any kind. I ran away because he threatened to kill my parents. Is this true? Ain't got nothing to say. So is it true? And you wanted to drag me into your depravity? You need the title in the colony that much that you won't stop at anything? She's lying. I do not deny this possibility, but I would not wed you until I talk to her parents. There you go. I cannot believe you let her go. We agreed. Oh my God, they're so cute. She's a big girl and knows what she is doing. Are you sure? I'm sure she thinks so. And will not interfere until she realizes what a mistake she has made. Meanwhile, follow that ship. Aye, Captain. Raise the sails. We are going to approach. Do not open fire. Understood. So we don't hurt her? Exactly. Get ready to board them. I will not leave you. Oh my God. Oh. Hold on there. We're coming. They're just the sweetest. Oh my God. I love them all so much. Goodness. I swear. They're just like ride or die kind of people. The first swallow is following us and is not going to lag behind. What is your command? Open fire. What? What about the word you gave? Yes, I personally delivered your promise. I said open fire. As you say. The team began to load the cannons. Diego, you disappointed me. I must save the crew. Stab Diego. Hit with the first thing. Distract. In the first part, I took his order of merit, and so here you can distract him with it. But this time I didn't take it because I wanted to do the strength route, so I took his dagger instead. So I'm gonna stab him. While Diego was busy giving orders, Adelaide carefully removed his dagger. Take that. Remember? Do you remember it? I'm not so helpless now. Everyone, protect the captain. In all this turmoil, Diego's crew missed the moment Sebastian's ship came close. Okay, this is nice, because there's two different types of battle music. There's that other one that we heard that means bad stuff is happening to us, but this one is like a lot more triumphant battle music. That means the good guys are making a move. The first Swallow's crew was ready, and boarding hooks flew to the deck of the galleon. The freebooters did not dare to open fire so as not to hurt the girl. Fools! I surrendered to avoid this. Soldiers opened fire from their pistols and muskets. Thick clouds of gunpowder obscured the deck. It's now or never. Adelaide pushed the nearest shoulder who was aiming his musket. Oh. When he went rolling down, she grabbed his gun and shot without aiming. The backfire almost fractured her shoulder. Throwing the useless gun to the side, she took the sword from the soldier who was trying to get to his feet. Attack! Don't let these swine put us to shame. We have not been in such a brilliant fight in a long time. Adelaide. Sebastian. Not this time. The town will be mine. First try to take me. Or are you too scared to fight someone your own size? I will kill you. The captain started a fierce fight. All hell broke loose on the deck. Freebooters and soldiers started a messy close-range fight. Adelaide forgot herself in the fray, swiping left and right. Every glimpse of shadow was a threat. Take that. Take that. Never again. I will never again be someone's toy or bargaining chip. I will be your equal. I will bite your ear off. Breaking through the soldiers' line, Jackie managed to get behind Diego. Without looking, Diego pulls out his pistol with his left hand and points it at Jackie. Yeah, we're gonna save him. Adelaide grabbed a thick rope with a pulley and swung it with all her might. Ouch. The rope barely touched the barrel of the gun, but this was just enough for his hand to deviate from doing a shot, and the shot went into the drink. Take that. The heavy quartermaster ran into Diego and knocked him down. It worked. Now I owe you one. Okay, if you had not have done that, Jackie would have lost his freaking hand. His hand would have gotten shot off, and that is just brutal. That is just brutal. I can't have that. We'll make it even somehow. Psst. Oops. Oh, he's such a klutz. In the heat of the fight, one of the soldiers dropped a grenade, and instead of flying over to the deck of the first Swallow, it rolled to Adelaide's feet. Watch out! Adelaide! Her friends ran towards her, but the girl already realized the threat she was faced with, and she jumped aside. But the wick was very short. Bada boom. I can't believe they ran towards me to save me. Like, I'm telling you, these people are like ready to die. I love them. The world around her went dark, and all the sounds of the fight vanished. The cold water surrounded her. All right. So, who knows where we're going to end up next. Okay, so we're looking good. We got 13 in strength, 3 diplomacy. Once again, we want to end up with 24 in strength, 17 in diplomacy. So we can start racking up our diplomacy a little bit. But I'm mostly concerned with getting our 24 strength by the last episode. Because that's when we'll need it. We'll need at least 22 strength at that point in time. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead and end this part here. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you enjoy it because I freaking love this story and all the other stories that come in this app, which we'll get to eventually. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!